Okay, it's week 2 of the Fit4Life 4-week fitness challenge. This week we're going to be offering quick and easy tips and some recipes to help you complete your workout program, which will include endurance and strength development for the upper body. The training guide will focus on ways to build core strength, and then Steve Moneghetti will give you some expert running tips as part of your training routine.
For week 2 of the Sun Herald Fit4Life challenge, we will set you 3 fitness tasks which you will need to complete.
These are a strength and endurance program for the upper body, a core stability program, and a running session incorporating my advice on running techniques, plus interval training that we covered in week 1. Strength and muscular endurance are vital for health and well-being and are particularly important as part of any fitness development. So that's why the challenge for day 1 is to work on your upper body.
That's absolutely right, Steve. Strength and endurance will help the body to deal with the physical exertion that's involved during activities such as walking, running and cycling.
So let's show you some training exercises that will help you develop that all-important muscle endurance with a focus on the upper body. Many of you will be familiar with push-ups, but it is common for people to do them incorrectly. Start by lying face down on the floor with your hands approximately shoulder width apart. Push up until your arms are straight, keeping your back and legs straight. This is the starting position. If this is too difficult, you can reduce the stress and weight on your shoulders by lowering your knees to the ground and creating a straight body between your knees and shoulders. Lower your body until your chest touches the floor at the bottom and then return to the starting position. Make sure you move in a nice fluid motion. It's important that you maintain the correct form throughout. To increase difficulty, try elevating your feet by placing the toes of your feet on a stable, elevated surface such as a bench, chair or a step. Complete 3 sets of 10 and progress to 5 sets of 10 or 3 sets of 20. Basically, you can progress as far as you feel comfortable. This exercise will help you improve your chest, back, arm, shoulder, abdominal and core endurance and strength.
This exercise requires one sturdy surface that is about 50 centimetres high, a chair or a bench seat. Position yourself so that you are supporting your weight on your hands and your feet are on the ground in front of you. Allow your legs to be bent and your weight to be partly supported by your legs. Keep your head up and body vertical. Slowly lower yourself until your arms are parallel to the seat of the chair. Hold and then push up until your arms are fully extended again. Do this 5 times and repeat on 3 occasions. As you advance, add more sets or repetitions. Keep looking straight ahead and don't bounce at the bottom. This exercise will increase leg, glute, core and abdominal muscular endurance and strength.
Position your arms straight by your side. Raise your arms so that they are out and your hands are directly in front of your shoulders with your arms straight. Bring them back by your side. Now raise them so that your hands go out to the side and are directly beside your shoulders. Ensure that at all times your arms remain straight. The name two-way comes from the fact that your arms are going in 2 directions for one exercise. Do 10 of these on each arm. Complete 3 times. You work both sides at the same time. To make it slightly easier, have a slight bend at your elbow. This exercise will help you improve your chest, back, arm, shoulder, abdominal endurance and strength. These exercises flow in nicely to our next challenge, and that is to build core strength. After a rest on day 2 and a 30-minute jog or run on day 3, the challenge for day 5 is this core stability program.
Core muscles are made up of our deep abdominals, the small muscles of the back and muscles around the pelvis, including the pelvic floor. I advocate 4 exercises that are devoted to strengthening our core. Transverse abdominal, which is known as the TA exercises. Standing, keeping your spine in neutral, draw your belly button to spine. Repeat using your fingers to feel the waist drawing in. Repeat this while lifting one leg, then the other leg. You can then add a walking forward motion. The second exercise involves lying on your back, the single leg stretch. Start with legs up in chair position. Keep spine in neutral. Slowly extend one leg outward as you draw your belly button towards your spine. Bring the leg back. Repeat on the other side. Do this for 10 repetitions. A harder version can be done by lifting your head and shoulders with your hands clasped behind your head for support. Lift from your chest, not your neck. If you experience back or neck pain, then stop. Third exercise, we get on all fours. Stretch opposite arm and opposite leg outward. Have your back fairly straight as if you were balancing a glass of water on your spine. Repeat this times 10. This exercise will strengthen the small, deep layer of muscles in our spine, called multifidus. Again, important for absorbing shock and controlling movement. For more advanced exercise, you can add ankle weights. Single leg squats will work the gluteus maximus, gluteus medius and other pelvic muscles. Standing on your left leg, squat down and touch the right hand to the floor in front of you. Stand up, extending your hip. Repeat this times 10 without putting your left foot down. Do 10 on the right leg and then follow this by 10 on the left leg. In terms of running, having a strong core will help us to perform more efficiently, absorb shock and prevent those overuse injuries, particularly knee pain, that are so common when running up and down hills. Here are 5 tips for developing your running technique.
Your head should be still and you should be looking at the ground roughly 10 metres straight ahead of you. Take big full breaths whilst running, fully expand your diaphragm and expel all air completely before the next breath. Arms should be close to your body with the forearm almost horizontal. It's best to ease yourself into a run so you save some energy in case you need it near the end, and that way you'll finish full of running. Practice really does make perfect. The more regularly you jog or run, the more comfortable and confident you will become. And don't forget, everyone's different, so ultimately you should run to your own style.
So we've given you 3 key challenges for this week: strength and endurance for the upper body, core stability training exercises, running technique advice, plus the interval training that we covered in week 1.
So make sure you follow this week's program as we continue on our 4-week challenge.
Now, another element to consider when you're undertaking any fitness training program, especially running or jogging, is our footwear selection. And with the vast array of choices that we have in the sports stores today, sometimes it can be difficult to make the right choice. So we spoke to podiatrist Michael Kinchington from the Centre for Podiatric Medicine, and he has given us 5 essential footwear tips.
Know your foot type before buying runners. Visiting a specialist running store such as the Athlete's Foot will mean they'll take time to provide you with the correct fit. It sounds obvious, but make sure the shoe feels comfortable to wear. Don't get sucked in by flashy looks or marketing campaigns. When you purchase new shoes, wear them in first. Buy shoes wearing socks you'll run in, and be aware that the foot swells approximately 10% during the day, so try to purchase running shoes at the end of the day.
It's week 2 of the Fit4Life challenge, and last week we discussed some basic nutrition concepts. This week, as with your training, we're going to amp up your sports nutrition knowledge. Firstly, let's take a closer look at carbohydrate. Carbohydrates are an extremely important part of your diet if you're doing any exercise, regardless of your current fitness level. Let me explain why. Carbohydrate is a preferred fuel of active muscles and the only fuel the brain uses. It is found in foods like bread, cereal, pasta, rice and fruit. Not eating enough carbohydrate results in fatigue, poor recovery, poor performance, lowered ability to recover, grumpiness and a lowered immune system. Because we don't want these effects to hit you during the day, breakfast should always contain some type of carbohydrate. I'll give you an example with this healthy breakfast recipe. This recipe is great, not only because it's high in carbohydrates, but they're low GI, which are healthful to eat throughout the day. Now let's explore that concept a little further. Forget about simple and complex. The glycemic index, or GI, now determines carbohydrate quality. Low GI foods break down slowly and should form the basis of your everyday diet. Low GI foods include oats, heavy grain breads and cereals, stone fruit, low-fat dairy products and legumes. Legumes, beans and pulses are very low GI. They taste great and they're easy to prepare. Let's have a look at this recipe for bean salad, which is ideal for lunch. I am often asked how much carbohydrate we need to eat. Simply, carbohydrate intake should be based on your level of activity. On days when you're training, slightly increase your carbohydrate around your session, and on days when you're less active, you can reduce your carbs. Now I'm going to ask you to do something that I ask all of my sports nutrition clients to do. This week, after your training session, I want you to eat something containing carbohydrate within 30 minutes of finishing your training. This will allow you to maximise your recovery, ready for tomorrow's session. This is super important, particularly now that your activity level is increasing. You may need to have a quick snack, or it might correspond with your next meal. Many people don't know that carbohydrate is stored in your liver and your muscles. So this year, if you're entering the Sun Herald City to Surf, I want you to increase your carbohydrate 2 to 3 days outside of the race. This way, you'll make sure that your levels are topped up for the competition. Finally, don't forget all details of recipes and nutrition information is available on the website on your screen.